Yes, sir. It's your boy Hot, man. We back. Y'all already see what it is, man. Top left hand corner. Look, I'm excited. Look, I feel like I'm hooking back up with an old partner, man. I'm diving back into this Louis T, man. Louis Tomlinson. If y'all didn't catch it, you got to go and catch it. I did a full album review, 2 songs at a time, but full album review of Louis' new album, How Did I Get Here? Man, I loved it. I loved it. And it was the first time I'd heard any of his solo stuff. So everything was brand new to me. And you know, it's weird doing it out of order, in a way. But I really am glad that I got a chance to really hear his new and current stuff. And along the way, I actually caught an interview as well, which I reacted to. I'm gonna get my Patreon squared away right now. Look, I'll let y'all know as soon as I'm up and running with the Patreon, so y'all can go check that out. It was a great interview. So I think y'all like that. But today, man, the great people in my comments said, man, you got to do the first album, Faith in the Future, and so I'm excited. Hey, in typical fashion, we're starting right at the top. I think the first 2 cuts are the greatest and Lucky Again. We're gonna start right there. I'm gonna do 2 at a time, man. Knock these off. But you look, my boy set the bar high with this new one, and I expect it to be different because one of the things that I took away from the interview and just hearing him speak is about his own growth, not only as a person but also as a musician. And so that's actually one of the cool things I think about working backwards is that you'll really feel the progression. Like if I was to go from this album to the stuff that he did in One Direction, you're gonna be able to see the growth in the process. So, man, without further ado, look, I like I said, he set the bar high with the new one. If y'all haven't heard the new album is just absolutely dope, man. Y'all gotta go check that out. He's already announced his tour locations. I know for sure the name of the tour is How Did We Get Here? And so, man, look, if y'all get a chance to go check that out, do that. But we're gonna dive right in right at the top. This one is called The Greatest, and let's get to it.
Said I had a plan for us. Time it came and changed it all. We had to disappear, cause nothing gets through here. Through that circle round my heart, where the best of me should start. I said, you know me, alone we're only just as good as the rest. Together we're the greatest.
Hey! My boy, man, come on. Hey, it's a good start. It's a good start. It's crazy and it's good. Like, I'm glad. I'm big on the meaning, and you know what I mean. I'm glad that he giving me the words here on the lyric videos. So I can really hear what he's saying and really see the vocals at the same time. But man, this is what I'll say about this song. The one thing he spoke of, and I mean he spoke of looking at his fan base with so much love. The one thing that if you check this guy out in the interview, man, the one thing he made absolutely plain is how he feels about his fans. It's crazy because that piece of this song already feels like he's saying, hey, the plan has changed, but separately, we're only as good as we can be apart. But man, together, we're the greatest. So I don't know whether he's talking now. And this is actually not his first album. This is the second album. So I don't know at this point whether he would still be talking about the guys in the band, because it could be that too. It could be him coming right out of the gate saying, "Hey man, I realized that things didn't turn out. We had these plans. We did some great stuff. We had plans to move forward, but just something that says, look, still today, individually we're powerful, but man, together we the greatest." So I'm interested to see where this is going. But man, a jam. This is a good pick for the first album for the first album on the song too. It's got energy to it. Let's go. See, now this makes me think he talking about his guys, man. We'll never be this cold again. We not gonna fall to pieces. It's you and me until the end. It could be the fans, but it could definitely be him saying, "Man, look, we'll never be this cold again." Because the truth of the matter is, I don't care what they do individually. And I know that, man, Harry is out of here, man. Like, his career is so big that it's just dumb. Zayn is huge. All the guys are big. Louis big. But individually, they'll never be as big as that band. I don't even know if it's possible. I really don't know if it's possible, man. I don't know. Here we go. Life for us is never over. I always love the visuals that he puts even on his lyric videos too.
You know something, your face reminded me of a love you cannot hide, but don't need to tell me why. Back dancing in the dark, back to the very start, finding pieces that can fit, making up for what we missed. I said you know me. Alone we're only just as good as the rest. Together we're the greatest.
Man, I gotta tell you, finding pieces we can fit. Together we're the greatest. Man, I gotta tell you, that sounds like him reminiscing about old times. It just does. And again, I could be way off base, but that sounds like five young guys in a band backstage at a concert or at a photo shoot, and they excited. They rambunctious because they so young, and they got the clothes out. You could I just picture this big clothes rack and them just rummaging through the clothes trying to find pieces that'll fit they style, because everybody's trying to get fresh. I don't know why, but that's just what popped in my head, man. Y'all, let's go. And I'd be remiss to not say, to me right there, no falling all the pieces. It's you and me until the end. To me, that's a way of him saying, I still love y'all. If this song is, if that's the context of this song, those two lines right there is you and me until the end. We still the greatest. Man, it's not gonna get. We'll never be that cold again. But we were the best. We took the thing all the way to the top. It's you and me until the end. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Here we go. Hey, we the greatest. It's you and me until the end. Life for us is never over. We're gonna be partners no matter what. Hey, or even if you're thinking about it in context of the fans, right? Hey, as long as I need y'all, and as long as I have you guys, man, it's I'm riding with y'all the same way you ride with me. Look, life for us is never over. I'm definitely gonna keep pushing forward, and hey, it's you and me until the end. It's crazy because to me though, that just sounds like a man. We took this thing all the way to the top, and regardless of y'all, my brothers. And if we take it all the way back to when we were, and you know what I mean, we were trying to find that perfect outfit. We were doing our thing. Hey, we did it like nobody else had ever done it before. And I just want y'all to know that no matter what, even though that phase of it may be over, life for us as friends, life for us as you know what I mean, as a group, and not necessarily a band, but as parts of each other's lives, that's never over. That's never over. That's never gonna end. So, hey man, look, I go into these really with no expectation, but man, just excitement to see the growth and what this individual person, whoever it is, was on at the time. And it's wild because I'm not sure when this dropped. What I do know from the interviews is he went through a lot. And I'm not sure how chronologically that stuff lined up. I don't know how that lined up for him as far as, you know, mom not being there, sister, and then Liam. I'm not sure how that lined up, but I know he went through a lot of things along his journey. And the one thing that blew me away is how glass half full he was with his approach to just life in general. And I mean, when you come out on the other side of some of that stuff, man, you can't help but be just so mentally and emotionally tough. But he just seemed genuinely positive, right? And so that speaks a lot to the person that he was before that, and how well he's handled all of those things. But I like where this is. This is a fantastic start, man. It's a fantastic start. I'm not even gonna look. We're not even gonna hold up. We're gonna jump right into the next one. We're not gonna wait around. We're gonna jump right into Lucky again and see what that's got to offer, man. Look, hang on. Yes, sir.
You give until it's gone away. Just tell yourself you gotta know the day. You've lived that life, you just don't see it yet. I see how hard you've worked to be yourself. If you believe that guy is Superman, they're selling tickets at the cinema. Whatever gets you through the darkest night, just find the light out in the madness. Hold tight, 'cause I'm a hard man to lose, but I figured it out, then made my way back to.
I like it. Already it feels like a positive self pep talk, right? Hey, if you think that man Superman, they selling tickets. They selling tickets. Hey, and look, I'm a hard man to lose. It's hard for me. I already kind of know who I am. It's hard for me to lose myself. But I figured it out. Right, I figured it out, then made my way back. It sounds like what happens is, even with that small little piece of the lyrics, and I'm gonna bump it back so we can see it again. It sounds like this is almost an anthem to persevering and the way you view yourself, right? Persevering and viewing yourself in a way that helps you get through the dark times, man. Look, I'm gonna go back. Look, let's go.
Madness, hold tight, 'cause I'm a hard man to lose. But I figured it out, then made my way back to a light I would choose. We were
Made my way back to a life that I choose, right? Again, he went through some things. He went through some things. And it's easy when you're going through that kind of grief to lose yourself. But man, he made his way back to a life that he chose. When you're going through that, when you've gone through or you're going through that kind of pain, at some point you almost have to make a choice that you're going to choose how you live your life moving forward. And that's what it seems like they're saying right here. Here we go.
lucky once, I could be lucky again.
Hey, I felt lucky before, and I can get that feeling back. Coming out on the other side, right?
Before the world got too serious, before the time it got away from us, I met you at the favorite Subway stop. We grabbed some food that made the lights for one. If you believe that guy is Superman, they're selling tickets at the cinema. Whatever gets you through the darkest night, just find the light out in the madness. Hold tight, 'cause I'm a hard man to lose. But I figured it out, then made my way back to a light I would choose. We were lucky once, could be lucky again. I'm a hard man to find, but you figured it out, and I love you for that.
Hey, I'm a hard man to find. I'm not. Look, it almost sounds like he's saying in that case, I'm not the easiest guy to read. I'm not the easiest guy to read. I'm not the easiest person to get to know. I've been through some things. It's not easy. I'm a hard man to find, right? In other words, I'm not the easiest person to get close to or for you to really get to know on a deep personal level. But man, you figured it out, and I love you for that. Right? So this seems like he's talking to someone, right? That he's talking to someone. Hey man, I love you for the fact that I know I'm not the easiest read. I know I'm not the easiest person to be tight with, but man, you figured it out, and I love you for that. Let's go.
Look back on the time I was lucky once, I could be lucky again.
I used to feel lucky to have this life, and I can be lucky again.
'Cause I'm a hard man to lose, but I figured it out, then made my way back to a light I would choose. We were lucky once, could be lucky again. I'm a hard man to find, but you figured it out, and I love you for that. Look back on the time I was lucky once, I could be lucky again.
Hey, so that to me, it had a similar feel to some of the work on his new project. It did. That had a similar vibe, like at least the songs that were up tempo. His new one is real introspective. I mean, and his vocals on the new one had so much confidence in it. Like He sings on How Did I Get Here? Like, I know I'm a badass vocalist. I know I do what I do well. And he sat in his pocket and just did his thing. Singing is good on here. To me, this song is a vibe. But I think what happens is, hey, I'm a hard man to lose. Meaning when I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm a hard man to lose. I'm in it for the long haul. When I'm with you, I'm with you. I remember the times we used to go and grab a beer, right? But I also know I'm a hard man to find. Meaning I'm a hard person to really get to know like that, or to really get to where you super comfortable with me on a personal level, but you stuck it out and really hung in there and showed me that you were real. And man, I love you for that. He said that later in the song after I'm a hard man to find. So good man, dope song. Look, first two songs heaters. Check. Right? And I'm about to do, I might have to start doing my homework. I don't know what year this album came out. My expert had to come tell me I blew that on the first. I said it was the first album. That'll tell you where I'm at. It's actually the second album. But look, I'm going to get it right, man. I'm going to get it right. Stick with your boy. We going to get it right. Look, holla at me, man. Let me know what y'all think. I know this, like I said, a lot of people came out and said, man, you got to do Faith in the Future. You got to do Faith in the Future. And so far, man, so good. I really like these two songs. And we're going to keep it pushing. Man. Look, y'all already know what it is. Holla at your boy.